4 wrapped up with a Monday night doubleheader. In the early window, the Titans lost starting quarterback Will Levis to an injury in the first quarter, but still found a way to get the victory, defeating the Dolphins 31-12, sending Miami to a 1-3 record for the first time in the Mike McDaniel era. On the nightcap, Geno Smith threw for a career-high 395 yards, but it wouldn't be enough as the Lions held off the Seahawks 42-29. They improved to 3-1 on the season. Good news coming from Cleveland. Kevin Stefanski told reporters Nick Chubb will practice this Wednesday for the first time since suffering a torn ACL and a meniscus in Week 2 of the 2023 season. An NFL Network insider, Tom Pelissero, is reporting that although Anthony Richardson is day-to-day with an oblique and ab strain, the Colts quarterback has a shot to play this week against the Jags. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Buying or selling a home is a big deal. Literally. It's one of the largest financial transactions you're likely to make. So work with someone who will work with your best interests in mind. Someone who agrees to operate with transparency, honesty, and fairness every step of the way. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and are bound by a strict code of ethics that requires they put your interests above their own. Because that's who we are. Make sure your agent is a realtor.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, and sausage or bacon. So the first bite is like fresh cracked American cheese, bacon. And the second bite is like fresh cracked American cheese, bacon. And the third bite, you get the idea. The boss of breakfast burritos, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Well, happy Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. Let the games begin. Oktoberfest officially starts today, even though it's been going on for the last week or so in Munich. Yes. Someday I would like to attend Oktoberfest in Germany, but I don't have it on my schedule this year. My older brother was stationed just outside of Munich for almost 18 months. And as an MP, got to patrol the city of Munich during Oktoberfest. Yes, he has many stories about that. Oh, well, are you ready for Oktoberfest, Jared?
Oh, yeah, I'm not much of a beer drinker anymore, but I will say I do like those German barmaids. They're very strong.
Well, and obviously, one of the things that goes with Oktoberfest are pretzels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And there is a particular type of pretzel that it's hard to find out in the West, but in the East and around the Pennsylvania Dutch country in Pennsylvania, soft pretzels.
That's pretzel
vendors
country.
On the street with push carts selling soft pretzels. Fresh, warm, yeah. Okay. Anyway, in the news, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg is now in the $200 billion club. $200 billion, making him just one of the richest men in the world. I'm figuring with that kind of money, he probably can afford a better haircut and something fancier than a hoodie. But I suppose that's kind of his trademark, right?
Relatively modest, I guess.
Yeah, who needs that much money?
Yeah, I know, huh?
Well, and Zuckerberg, like some of the others, giving a lot of it away. So, okay. And, by the way, today, let's celebrate Nigerian Independence Day. Always celebrated October 1st, commemorating that nation's independence. And just by way of a geography lesson, Nigeria is the largest country in Africa by population and has the continent's largest economy. Most of it from all those Nigerian princes with excess cash to give away. Yes. Sign up now. Okay. Oh, and in the state of California, Governor Gavin Newsom signed a law banning Fruit Loops, Cheetos, Oreos, and Cap'n Crunch. Yeah, anything with artificial coloring. Yeah, I mean, only in California. I mean, do they have the ability to inflict aggravation by legalizing weed, then outlawing munchies? Oh, well.
But my Oreos.
Yes. Okay, birthdays today. Our big shot birthdays, actor, singer Julie Andrews, 89. Sax player Jerry Martini of Sly and the Family Stone, 81. Actor Yvette Freeman, 74. Actor Randy Quaid, 74. Is he the crazy Quaid or one of the more normal ones? Actor Isai Morales, 62. Actor Christopher Titus, 60. Cindy Margolis, 59. Actor, comedian Zach Galifianakis is 55. Actor Sherry Saum, 50. Actor Katie Esselton is 46. Actor Sarah Drew, 44. Actor Carly Hughes, 42. Actor Journey Smollett is 38. Actor Brie Larson, 35. Actor Priya Ferguson, 18. Actor Jack Stanton, 16. Local birthdays coming.
Wait. Primetime NFL football is on AM 1230.
Here we go. Going for it all.
We have the Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night feature games on AM 1230. No fees, just football. NFL primetime games on AM 1230 are brought to you by
El Central RV and Southwest Postal Service.
We have happy birthday wishes for Chavela Hernandez, Evelyn Holder, Esperanza Schultz, Eric Lyerly, Rose Patzloff, Reba Miller, Jerry Schaffner, Casey Cooper, Rosa Valenzuela, Rhonda McElvaney, Norma Martinez, Martha Ontiveros, Jasmine Pitones, Eric Saldivar, Charlene Jepson, Art Urena Jr., Amy Worrell, Adrian Verdugo, Margie Cornejo, David Garcia, Fabiola Ornelas, Mike Torres, Deborah Porter, Melissa Hernandez, and Orion Anderson. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, I know you have one more, but salute Orion Anderson. She's playing basketball in Missouri. So, moved on from Holtville, then Imperial Valley College, now playing college hoops in Missouri. And one other birthday, Jared?
Yes, very cool. Jimmy Carter, ex-president Jimmy Carter is 100.
I met him when he was in the Valley.
Oh, wow.
And his opening line at that time for most everybody was, "Hi, I'm Jimmy Carter." And very pleasant gentleman.
I could hear that. I've heard him say that on interviews and other things before. I could hear that in my head.
Yep.
President Peanut.
Okay, we've got news. If you're ready.
Ready.
Okay, it's a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we all breathe.
CBS News special report, a warning from Washington about a possible on Israel. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
A senior White House official says there are indications that Iran is preparing to imminently launch a ballistic missile attack against Israel, and the U.S. is actively supporting Israel's defense.
Correspondent Chris Livesay is in Tel Aviv.
According to the IDF spokesman, that's the spokesman for the Israeli military, just a moment ago, he said that our U.S. partners informed us that they detect Iran's estimates of firing missiles in the near future. At this point, we still do not detect an aerial threat launched from Iran towards Israel.
The U.S. Embassy in Israel has just directed all of its employees and their families in Israel and the Palestinian territories to shelter in place until further notice. All of this comes hours after Israeli ground troops entered southern Lebanon in search of what the IDF said were Hezbollah targets. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. airqualityvalley.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news, 35 years in federal prison. The sentence for Jamie Tran, who pled guilty to hate crime and firearms charges after shooting 2 Jewish men near a Los Angeles synagogue last year. U.S. Attorney Martin Estrada saying Tran didn't know the victims but targeted them because they were Jewish.
This sentence sends a clear and unequivocal message. Hate has no place in our community. Anti-Semitism has no place in our community.
Formal charges filed against the suspect in the hijacking of an LA Metro bus that left a passenger dead. DA George Gascon saying 51-year-old Lamont Campbell faces a dozen charges, including
1 count of murder, 1 count of carjacking, 1 count of kidnapping during a carjacking, 1 count of assault with a semi-automatic handgun.
If convicted, Campbell faces 90 years and 8 months to life in prison. A fall heat wave sending temperatures soaring up to 25 degrees above normal in some areas. Northern California seeing its hottest day today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
The holidays are coming, and Lowe's is here to help you get ready. Right now, get up to 40% off select home decor to put the finishing touches on every room. The savings don't stop there. Get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $75 on select cooking appliances, $899 or more. Because Lowe's knows holiday hosting. Valid through 10/16. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So you've got an oil change coming up. You can go farther and save on full synthetic with our oil change special. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic with an STP Extended Life oil filter for just $35.99. Get the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations in the valley to serve you, plus mobile service vans that go to you throughout the valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
KXO News. Kxo police officers made 2 significant arrests recently. Here's George Gale.
A suspect was arrested after a violent attack on a security guard. Surveillance video shows several men consuming alcohol outside a county building. Security guard confronted the group, and one of the group assaulted the security guard, repeatedly kicking him while the guard was defenseless on the ground. The assailant was identified as Jorge Diaz. Diaz was apprehended a few days after the incident. The security guard sustained serious injuries and had to be hospitalized. During a street enforcement operation, officers encountered a 43-year-old man, a convicted felon, with a history of narcotics-related offenses. The man, Daniel Rivera, was found to be in possession of fentanyl and methamphetamine. A search of Rivera's vehicle led to the discovery of a sawed-off shotgun with the serial numbers removed. Rivera was arrested and charged with several criminal offenses. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Man found dead. Brawley wastewater treatment plant worker. He was found Saturday. The man had apparently fell and hit his head. The 64-year-old sewer plant worker was found at around noon Saturday at the plant north of Brawley off Best Road. Not many details are being released at this time as the investigation is continuing. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
And the county board of supervisors are to meet today. Here's George Gale.
The regular weekly meeting will be today. They will begin a public session by adopting a resolution honoring Adolfo Estrada on his retirement. Estrada is retiring after 25 years of service to the county in the behavioral health services. They will proclaim the week of October 6th through the 12th as Fire Prevention Week, and they will proclaim the month of October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Behavioral Health will ask the board to approve a professional services agreement with Reps for Vets for fiscal year 2024 through 2025. They will consider a funding agreement with Kxo Unified School District Kennedy Gardens Elementary School project in an amount not to exceed $206,400. And as the Air Pollution Control District, they will consider a traffic study. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
Brawley man sentenced. Omar Javier Oregui, who is sentenced to 5 years in federal prison. The 24-year-old was sentenced on Friday. He had admitted to selling 23 firearms, including 5 ghost guns, to undercover agents. The U.S. Department of Justice announced the action in federal court. Auregui was a resident of Brawley at the time of his arrest. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather coming up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at El Centro Motors. And don't forget their mobile service vans that come to you.
Don't do it. Don't drive under the influence of any drug. Alcohol and marijuana are the most common drug often found in the blood of drivers involved in car crashes. You are 4 times more likely to get into an accident while drinking and driving. Statistics show that immediately after use of marijuana, 25 to 35% of users become impaired. Driving under the influence of marijuana is a serious criminal offense in every state. Have a designated driver to get you home safe. This message is brought to you by the Imperial County Sheriff's Office and funded by the Cannabis Tax Fund Grant Program.
Page 2 of the local news is brought to you by Burgers and Beer. They serve the best burgers in town. Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
There's an Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors meeting. Here is George Gale.
They will meet this afternoon at 1 p.m. with the presentation of service awards. They will also recognize the Team of the Month for October. The directors will be asked to adopt a resolution recognizing Public Power Week beginning October 16th. They will acknowledge the Infrastructure Committee report and recommendations. They are expected to approve the California-Colorado River Contractors Forbearance Agreement for 2024 through 2026, conservation agreements under the Lower Colorado Conservation and Efficiency Program, and they will cancel the October 15th board meeting in La Quinta. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial Council member appointed, Imperial Council member named to the League of California Cities Board of Directors. The City of Imperial announced council member Dr. Ida Obeso Martinez has been elected to the League Board. She will serve as board director and division representative for the League of California Cities, Imperial County Division. Her appointment took place on September 26th during the division dinner. In this role, she will work closely with division officers to advocate for the interests of Imperial County cities and contribute to important policy discussions that impact the local communities. Obeso Martinez replaces Imperial Mayor Robert Amparano, the outgoing president of the Imperial Division of the Imperial County Division of League of California Cities. And tonight is National Night Out 2024. It's an annual event. National Night Out this year will be held tonight. El Centro PAL will be hosting the National Night Out. The event is open to the public tonight from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Buckley Park South Entrance. Setup starts at 6 p.m. There will be static displays from emergency, fire, and law enforcement organizations. There will also be booths from local businesses, city, and community organizations. It is a celebration of police and community partnerships. And also today we have the Reads Literacy Program, El Centro Reads Literacy Program. The El Centro Public Library's Reads Literacy Program is hosting its grand opening from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. today at the El Centro Community Center. It will be inside the Community Center's location, 375 South 1st Street in El Centro. The public is invited to attend. The program offers ESL classes focused on teaching, listening, speaking, reading, and writing in English, helping learners communicate more effectively in various aspects of life. The program also offers adult literacy classes aimed at helping individuals improve their reading and writing skills, focusing on essential skills like understanding text, spelling, grammar, and composition. And we have a CBP reminder. Customs and Border Protection reminds of a fee increase. The fee for one of the CBP's trusted traveler programs is going up. The TTP fee will increase to $120 on October 1st. That is today. This will be the first fee increase of the TTP since 2008, and it will enable CBP to improve customer service through technology improvements, optimize processes, and expansion to additional ports across the northern border. Applicants under the age of 18 will still be free when a parent or legal guardian is already a member or concurrently applying. KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather next.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Try one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink from just $8 and up. For October, enjoy a refreshing bottle of Sam Adams Oktoberfest for only $5.50 or a Jaeger Mojito. And don't miss our Oktoberfest burger. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says persistent high pressure will continue to promote mostly dry and abnormally hot conditions over the next several days, with afternoon highs nearing or exceeding record levels. 107 the high yesterday, 72 the overnight low. Today sunny and hot with a high near 112. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 79. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 108. East-northeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm in the afternoon. 81 degrees, 28% relative humidity. Wind out of the north-northwest 325. Air quality good. In Brawley, El Centro, Westmoreland, moderate everywhere else. Local news, page 2 in the weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course, happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Farkas, Superintendent of Central Union High School District. Academic success starts with being present. Every day counts when it comes to a student's education. Don't let absences hold them back. Let's strive for success. Be present, be punctual, and be prepared for a bright future. Every day at school is a step closer to your child achieving their dreams. Attendance matters. Let's make every day count.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Pete Rose, baseball's Hall of Famer. No, he's not. Denied the Hall of Fame, but he is baseball's career hits leader, and he passed away yesterday in Las Vegas. Also yesterday, Dikembe Mutombo, the Hall of Famer, the real Hall of Famer in the NBA, the finger-wagging center who spent much of his post-basketball career as an ambassador for basketball, died yesterday at the age of 58. Moving on to something a little bit more positive. Baseball action yesterday, a makeup doubleheader. The Mets beat the Braves 8-7 in the first game. Braves came back and took the second game 3-0. Both the Braves and the Mets move on in the playoffs. Playoffs starting today. Tigers and the Astros will tee it up. The Royals and the Orioles. And it'll be the Mets and the Brewers and the Braves and the Padres. That's the way the playoffs, wildcard playoffs, chart out.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
NFL Thursday Night Football, the Titans topped the Dolphins 31-12. Neither team impressive. Meanwhile, the Lions with another win, they beat the Seahawks 42-29. Yes, the Lions, back to the days of linebacker Joe Schmidt and defensive back Dick Night Train Lane. Elsewhere in the world of sports, the Mountain West is in deep discussions about adding University of Texas El Paso as a full member. A deal has yet to been finalized, according to ESPN, but an answer on UTEP joining the league is expected very soon. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Stan's Auto Body, a name you've heard of and a name you can trust. Bo and his team have been serving his customers at Stan's Auto Body for many years now. His mission to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services and working closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering you superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. So if the unfortunate happens to you or you need some dents fixed, don't hesitate and call Stan's Auto Body or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company, and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24 hours a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, you'll find them at 4th and Heil in El Centro. Nearly 50,000 members of the International Longshoremen's Association are on strike today against the nation's East and Gulf Coast ports, choking off the flow of many of America's imports and exports in what could become the country's most disruptive work stoppage in decades. The strike began at midnight, will stop the flow of a wide variety of goods over the docks of almost all cargo ports from Maine to Texas. Included are bananas, European beer, wine, and liquor, along with furniture, clothing, household goods, and European autos, as well as parts needed to keep U.S. factories operating and American workers in those plants on the job, among many other goods. It could also stop U.S. exports now flowing through those ports, hurting sales for American companies. A wide gap remained between the union's demands and the contract offer from the United States Maritime Alliance. The Maritime Alliance represents the major shipping lines, all of which are foreign-owned, as well as terminal operators and port authorities. CVS is planning to cut about 2,900 jobs in an effort to slash costs. We've embarked on a multi-year initiative to deliver $2 billion in cost savings by reducing expenses and investing in technologies to enhance how we work, according to a CVS spokesman. The layoff represents less than 1% of CVS Health's workforce. Impacted positions are primarily corporate roles. The reductions will not impact frontline jobs in our stores, pharmacies, and distribution centers, according to the spokesperson. The job cuts at the company, which runs a network of pharmacies across the U.S., among other businesses, add to the 5,000 or so layoffs disclosed last year. What's happening on the big board? Well, stocks down. Stocks deteriorating as the price of oil jumps with the threatened Iranian retaliation against Israel called imminent. Dow off 270 points at 42,063. The S&P 500 off 64 at 5698. The NASDAQ down 321 points at 17,868. Gold up $24.40 an ounce. Oil up $1.95 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It's going to be sunny and hot today with a high near 112. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 79. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight. Sunny with a high near 108 tomorrow. East-northeast wind about 5 miles an hour. 82 degrees, 27% relative humidity, wind out of the north-northwest 325, air quality good in Brawley, El Centro, and Westmoreland, moderate, Calexico, and Nyland. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
The Imperial Tigers are looking for an Imperial Valley title this year, and Mickey Dale and George Grijalva will be on the sidelines with all the action. Follow the Imperial Tigers live on the web, KXORadio.com. All the games, home and away, streaming live on KXORadio.com.
Imperial High School football is brought to you by Intercare, the Imperial Tiger Football Association, K's Sushi Bar and Grill, and Roto-Rooter of the Imperial Valley.
KXO, El Centro, California. It's 8 o'clock.
Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. Israel's military has warned people in some villages in southern Lebanon to leave as it carries out what's been called a limited ground operation against Hezbollah. And CBS's Cammie McCormick tells us
a senior White House official says there are indications that Iran is preparing to imminently launch a ballistic missile attack against Israel, and the U.S. is actively supporting Israel's defense. The U.S. has repeatedly warned Iran against an attack and has beefed up the U.S. military presence in the region. That includes more troops and fighter jets.
And CBS's Chris Livesay is in Tel Aviv.
We still do not detect an aerial threat launched from Iran towards Israel. Should mention, this is something we've been bracing for ever since events started to unfold almost 2 weeks ago, starting with those exploding beepers.
And here at home, striking dock workers are making some noise on the East Coast. Tens of thousands on strike from New England down to Texas. CBS News New York's Derek Waller.
This is what they've been chanting all morning. Save our jobs, save our future. Again, that contract with the U.S. Maritime Alliance expiring at midnight, affecting 25,000 dock workers at 14 ports across the eastern seaboard.
Hurricane Helene is now blamed for at least 135 deaths. In western North Carolina, crews are trying to clear blocked and damaged roads to get to communities that have been cut off. CBS's Skylar Henry says some necessities have been flown in.
Food, water, and other essential supplies arrived in Swannanoa, North Carolina by air after Hurricane Helene left hundreds of streets and highways in the region impassable.
My daughter is down in Marion, and she's safe and stuff, but she can't get up the mountain.
The state's Department of Transportation says all roads in the western part of North Carolina should be considered closed to non-emergency travel.
Election workers in storm-battered Georgia returned to work today despite power issues and limited internet. The presidential candidates take a backseat to their running mates tonight.
The candidates, Minnesota Democratic Governor Tim Walz and Ohio Republican Senator J.D. Vance, will debate each other for the first time at the CBS Broadcast Center in Manhattan.
Historians are saying this might be the most important vice presidential debate in political history.
Former New York Democratic legislator Josh Lafazan says expect some fireworks.
There's going to be an intense clash of ideology.
The debate begins at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Wendy Gillette, CBS News, New York.
And checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 249 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice 5G and start saving today.
It's better over here.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice 55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling your entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
More problems for passengers on a cruise ship that should have been well into a 3-year trip by now.
Jubilant passengers finally boarding the Villa V Odyssey last night after months stranded in Belfast while the spanking new cruise ship underwent repairs.
We've been anticipating this. They keep on saying we're nearly there, and now we are.
Thrilled, but it's like you can't believe it's happening.
Alas, it wasn't happening. The ship's been forced to return to port in Belfast after just a few hours at sea to complete some paperwork. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Major League Baseball's wild card playoffs get underway in a few hours. The Astros host the Tigers to get things going, followed by the Royals against the Orioles, the Mets against the Brewers, and the Braves battling the Padres. All series are best of 3. The Yankees, Guardians, Phillies, and Dodgers have first-round byes. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS
And now,
News.
more of the best oldies on the radio.
I always have my music on.
With Carroll Buckley.
I can't go a day without it.
12:30.